For 18-year-old Mercedes from East London, who's partially sighted, taking part in the Duke of Edinburgh's award has been life-changing and made lockdown more bearable. She's taken up running as she strives for her silver award.
I owe a lot to the Duke of Edinburgh, and I just want to say thank you for changing my life pretty much. And I'm going to help you carry on your legacy by encouraging everybody I meet to take part in Duke of Edinburgh.
Before the pandemic, teenagers could venture out on expeditions, gaining valuable skills for their life journeys.
Keep going.
The scheme not just about camping and cooking, but building confidence.
It's warmed up, yeah.
The Duke of Edinburgh described it as a DIY kit for growing up.
So who's going to take us to Huish House? Do you know how to get out there? I can take us.
For many young people like these, taking their first steps towards maturity, the maps and the compasses have helped steer them.
Young people can learn how to go out by themselves, and then it makes a big impact because parents learn that their children aren't just people who need to rely on someone, that their children can be people who can go out and do things by themselves.
The main purpose of the scheme is to help boys to find activities which will give them pleasure and satisfaction.
The Duke launched the scheme in 1956. Since then, it's expanded to more than 140 nations and more than 4 million young people have received awards.
People who are living in deprived areas who don't have opportunities, you have to, in a sense, provide that challenge, that opportunity.
After 65 years, his goal seems as relevant as ever.
He's left an incredible legacy. His vision and passion and belief in the innate potential and value of young people.
In all, the Duke was patron or president of more than 800 organisations. His support helped fund cycling lessons for children, a kayaking club, even flying scholarships for teenagers.
The photographer is Prince Philip, wildlife enthusiast of international repute.
He was also, perhaps less famously, but no less passionately, a conservationist, here on safari in Kenya in 1971.
All of these animals and birds are within measurable distance of being exterminated unless something happens.
In his determination to draw attention to man's impact on the world, he was ahead of his time. And he used his status to raise awareness, becoming president of the World Wildlife Fund.
He recognised the sheer scale of destruction that we have been wreaking on our planet, and he importantly wanted to protect it for future generations. The fact that it's up the agenda today is part of his legacy.
Sir David Attenborough first met the Duke in the 1940s when they were in the Royal Navy. Here they are together in 2019. The Duke's legacy, he says, the evolution and survival of the royal family.
Royalty in an indefinable way has modernised itself, and in that evolutionary process, the Duke of Edinburgh played a very, very important part.
And so his legacy lives on in all those still being inspired by his passions. Rebecca Barry, News at 10.